Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're hopping over from Grace's channel. I have bubble wrap right here. You're sitting on a box of my wedding stuff. My wedding stuff arrived yesterday, so you're on it. So my desk destroyed, my living room destroyed, my life in shambles, but I'm fine, it's fine, everything's fine. So here is what we are doing today. Pardon me, I'm gonna check my notes periodically as we go through. Also, we'll have to make this hopefully as quick as possible because I've turned my AC off, and as Miss Gracie would say, I am schwitzing. So let's see. Speak of the devil, Grace is calling me right now. But she's gonna have to wait. I'm sorry, my love. I need to get this done. So a million things went wrong this past week as to why this video wasn't out sooner. Most notably, my birthday, and then my birthday live, and then we went to church on Sunday, and then we went and volunteered at the fair. So it's going out. I'm filming it on Monday. And when it goes out, my cat is playing with bubble wrap. Come here. Sorry. So that is that. That is the reason that we are in the predicament that we are in right now. We were supposed to film it together and do like a little, thing together, but life gets in the way, and that's fine. So what are we here for today? We are here to talk about hashtag reachout2022. I think that Grace said it best when she said, reach out if you need help, and also flip it on its side and reach out if you know that somebody else needs help. So before we get started, I know that Grace left me with how to enter for the grand prizes. So before we get to those things, let's talk about what we're doing and why. So essentially, we are doing our best to bring awareness to mental health illness and mental health struggles and the mental health journey. Just being aware of mental health, right? So a lot of us in the diamond painting and crafting community have mental health issues, right? A lot of us use these sorts of crafts to sort of help with that, sort of coping with like anxiety or depression or what have you. And so it's really like, I mean, honestly, if you can say you've never struggled with mental health, fantastic. But so many of us, that's not the case. So before we get going, I do want to mention triggers here. If you are uncomfortable talking about mental health, if you are uncomfortable talking about anxiety, depression, and stuff like that, this may not be the event for you. Not that we're going to go super, super in depth, but we're just essentially bringing awareness to the fact that it's a thing, and not that we didn't already know, but as somebody who has, people in my life who don't necessarily deal with it, it's harder for them to understand and grasp what I may be going through at any given time, right? So first of all, if you are not new to my channel, you may know that we do these things in whip and chats called mental health check-ins, where I go, how are you? Now, how are you really? Because for so many of us, the first answer to the questions is, I'm fine, right? I'm fine, it's fine, everything's fine. But we want to really get down to the how are you really? And not that we want our entire event to be sort of doom and gloom and like all blue all month long. But we do want to just check in. And, we do want to make sure that you know that it's okay to have these feelings. It's okay as long as you reach out. Don't deal with it on your own. If you have a good friend, talk to them. And like Grace said, it's possible that for some people, they may not have the type of relationship with somebody that I have with, say, Grace or Jenny or even Elizabeth or, Bev or Shay or Butter or, other people that they can talk to. And so we're also going to sort of set up this little thing here where we invite you to reach out to each other in our comment sections, right? So you may find somebody who's dealing with something similar or has dealt with something similar and like, well, how did you get through it? And on the flip side, if you see somebody in the comment section of this video or some other video of Grace's or mine during this month and you see somebody that is dealing with something that you previously dealt with, maybe you could offer them a hand up, right? Because it's reach out. We want you to feel comfortable reaching out, but also make sure that you're being that hand for somebody else. So with that kind of out of the way, I do have a few announcements as far as what will happen during the month of February. For that, I kind of have to go grab my computer. I did not think this through. So I'm gonna go grab it. I was really trying to do this no takes, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna go grab that really quickly, and you stay right here. I'll be right back. Okay, so I grabbed my computer, and it appears that I lost 2 designs in the process. I don't know what happened. I might have been rushing to hurry up and get back to filming, so that sucks. But I did have, hopefully I did have them saved. I'm trying my best not to cry. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. So, some surprises that I had to share with you were, I designed some cross stitch for this event. So if you did not know, I am a avid cross stitcher. My channel is based primarily on diamond painting. However, my heart is based in cross stitch. I can't say anything else. So I have been designing cross stitch patterns since November, roughly. Here is one of the first ones I designed, and I designed some for this. But before I get to my designs, I wanted to tell you about the rules. So you may have already heard it from Grace, but there are no rules. So you can diamond paint something, you can cross stitch, crochet. Gracie said you could pick your nose. I'm not so keen on that. Maybe you could like find something else to do. But you know, the sentiment is there. Like, we want you to be working on something that's going to make you happy, right? So the only rule is work on something that's going to make you happy. Work on something that's going to bring you joy. Work on something that is going to cause no stress, no anxiety. You know, we really want this month you to focus on your mental health. So if that means that you diamond paint, great. If that means that you don't diamond paint this month and you only cross stitch, great. If that means that you don't diamond paint or cross stitch and you just pick your nose, apparently Grace said that's fine. So those are our rules. No rules. Let's talk about the things that I designed really quickly. So this one is called It's Okay. So it is okay to not be okay. I think this might be backwards. So what I might have to do is insert a picture. So let me do that real quick. So that was the first design, and then here is design number 2. So I have charted this hand, so it says Reach Out 2022, and I have charted this hand in multiple different skin tones, and essentially on the PDF pattern, it's going to say unused, and you would just insert whatever DMC or whatever floss that you would want to insert there. So if it's like a pale skin tone or a deeper skin tone or whatever skin tone you're after, I did provide a few options. Something close to mine, something lighter than mine, something a little darker than mine, and something a little darker than that too. So I have done 4, but if none of those 4 are something that you feel represents you, please reach out and I will find a DMC that will work for you, that will be a better match for you. So that is design number 2. So I will go ahead and insert it so it's not mirrored here. And then my final design, which is one of the ones that I seem to have lost. Luckily, the PDF pattern is still here. This one is called Bad Bitches. And this one says, bad bitches can also be sad bitches, right? You can be a badass and still be a little sad, right? So I designed this one to sort of echo that sentiment. And the script is super cute, super fun. So that is bad bitches can also be sad bitches. I will go ahead and insert that one here. So those are the 3 that I designed for this event. So I think they range in sizes from, oh God, I don't want to give inaccurate information, but I know It's Okay is smaller. And it's also less dense of a stitch, whereas the Hand and the Bad Bitches is going to be a more dense stitch. There's more to stitch. So those are the 3 that I designed, and I'm going to go ahead and post them as soon as this video goes live, because this Friday, the 4th of February, I already have so much I need to be releasing that this would actually take a burden off, and I'm going to start a day early. Today is technically January 31st. However, I'm going to count it as day 1 of hashtag reachout 2022. So what is our hashtag? I've said it a few times. You may have already heard it. Hashtag reachout 2022. We already told you what that sentiment is. So let me just check my notes really quickly. Let's talk about what I'm doing really quickly. So I have been wanting to stitch this little guy for quite some time now, and this is a perfect time. This is the Fox. This is a Year in the Woods series by Cottage Garden. So if I am capable of finishing the Fox, I might also choose to stitch the Swans. And then, so the way that this works is actually that this is a 12-piece pattern, 1 for every month. January was the middle of the top, and then this is February. And so then March will go down here, and then April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and then December back up here next to the Fox. So this is part 1, even though it's the middle of the first row of Cottage in the, A Year in the Woods by Cottage Garden. He should be a really fun stitch. I am waiting on, I think, 1 thread in particular for him. I do have most of the called for already. I'm just waiting on 1 color for him. And I have already acquired, so this is for the Swans, and then these 2 will be for the Jackrabbit, which I've also ordered. So I'm waiting on 1 stitch or 1 thread for the Swan. No, 1 thread for the Fox. And then I will pick up the DMC as I'm ready to use it for the Swans and also the Jackrabbit. So I will stitch the Fox on this. It is, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's 18 count. Picture This Plus in, I want to say Mirage, but that doesn't sound right. Let me see if I might have included it. No, it does not appear that I did. That's okay. It might be here. Oaken. Oh, it is. Okay. So this is going to be stitched on 18 count Picture This Plus Mirage. I was right. And this piece is going to be big enough. You can see that I have some fabric hanging out on either side. This is going to be big enough for all 4 or all 3 of the pieces. And then I have Oaken for the Jackrabbit, I think. No, I have separate fabric for that one coming. This one's actually for the last row. So that is what I will be working on. I also have a tiny little stitch that I have so many whips going. So if you're new to diamond painting or cross stitch, whip stands for work in progress. So I have so many whips going right now that starting another one, let alone another 2, is a bad idea, but also I want a quick finish, right? So I have this 1 kit that you'll see unboxed or sort of mentioned in a future floss tube video, because I got to get back on that. But it's just a skull. It's a tiny little piece. It's like maybe this big, and it's only 1 color. It's just 310 or 310 equivalent. So I want to start that and finish it tomorrow while I wait for the other thread for this one. So that is the plan. So let's talk prizes. I wish I had a special explanation as to why the little fox means something to me, but I don't, because I I just want to do it because it makes me happy. And that's valid enough. I don't have a beautiful and thoughtful explanation like Grace does, but I'm not Grace. And I just want to do the fox because he makes me happy. And I want to do the little skull because I want a quick finish. I want to start and I want to see if I can challenge myself to start and finish in one day tomorrow. And I also have one potential thing that I can't even show you because it's not here yet. It's a mystery club with Lindy Stitches. So if I happen to get to that, great. If I don't, that's all right. I just want to finish. The fox will be my primary goal once my other piece of thread comes, and then obviously the skull for now. So let's talk prizes now. So Grace and I have decided a couple things. So first of all, Grace mentioned Mary's Diamonds is a sponsor. Shay has gifted us a few trays to give away. I wish I had that ready to unbox, but my life is in shambles. I have it. It's on my desk. I couldn't possibly locate it. But either way, you've seen Shay's trays. They're immaculate. So amazing. Jenny the Uncrafty Crafter from Oh Snap Crafters Cafe has donated or agreed to donate a cover minder for both of us. So what will happen is maybe Grace, I can't remember if she mentioned it or she didn't. So we're going to have what we are kind of considering the smaller prizes, and they'll be given away in each of our lives. So for that, we have Shay will have a tray for both Grace and myself, and then I will have a cover minder from Jenny for both Grace and myself. And then Elizabeth from Enablers Outpost has agreed to gift us a gem pack, one for Grace and one for myself. And then the 4th, because there's 4 Fridays and Saturdays in the month of, the hell month is it? February? I don't know who I am. So there's 4. So we have 4 weeks. So we have 4 smaller prizes. The 4th prize sponsor is me, Swartz Handmade. I will give you a few things to choose from probably, and I will do Grace the same thing. The person who wins could either get a wax or probably a PDF file of one of my cross stitch patterns. And then Grace also mentioned that Mary's Diamonds is a sponsor. And then the other sponsor we have is True Artist Diamond Painting. So I'm really excited and really grateful to the other Grace from True Artist. She has offered to give one of our winners, or our winner, a canvas. And then from Mary's Diamonds, just to kind of elaborate, we will have 3 prizes from them. We'll have a smaller prize, a bigger prize, and then the grand prize. So we have 2 grand prizes one from Mary's, one from True Artist, and then we have a 2nd and 3rd place from Mary's, and then we have 8 weekly prizes. So 2 on each channel from each of us. I don't know if I'm making sense anymore. Anyways, long story short, we got a stacked month, okay? There is not a chance that you're going to want to miss this. So let's talk about how you can win these prizes. I have set up an email for us. I believe it's reach out. I think that it doesn't matter. It will be in my description box. So reachouttoabigailandgrace.gmail.com, I believe, is the email. And then I will have a Google form in the description box as well that will send the Google form to the Gmail that we both have access to. So why is this relevant? The Google form is how you're gonna enter our grand prize, right? So the weekly prizes are going to be done on our lives. So we have the 8 weekly prizes, 4 for each of us during the week. And then our grand prizes, how you would enter is you would fill out the Google form. And why is this Google form important? You have to. This is something that Grace and I are super excited about, especially since the sentiment of the Reach Out 2022, the whole message behind it. So how you enter is you send us a screenshot proof of you donating some money. It could be $1, it could be $2, it could be $3. It doesn't matter how much you are able to donate. You donate $1, $2, $20, whatever you can to that charity of your choice, right? a mental health charity organization of your choice. Send us a screenshot and you will be entered. So the way that this works is it does not matter if you donate $1 or $1 million, you get one entry, right? Because we wanted to not necessarily discourage people from donating. We didn't want people to go, oh, well, if I only donate $1, I only get one entry. Everyone gets one entry. So I recommend that you do a little bit of research, right? Because you won't have to worry about this until the last week of February is when we will do the grand prizes. So the grand prizes will be given away at the end. So you have this time to do research it and find out which mental health charity speaks to you. I know Grace has one that is special to her. If I can remember the name, if I can remember to, I will put it in the description box. I think it's Bluer Than Blue or something like that. It's a Australian local to her charity. I haven't done my research, so I can't recommend anything in Florida, let alone US. Like, I know there's several, but I want to be able to do my research. So I'm not going to mention which charity is like my special charity until I do my research, but it is totally up to you. You don't have to choose mine or hers. You just have to choose a mental health organization that speaks to you. You donate, and then you screenshot proof that you've donated, and you fill out the Google form, and there will be a spot where you can attach that. That's where you attach it, and that is where we'll pull from. So in order to be eligible for the weekly prizes, show up to our lives. It's cool, right? In order to be eligible for the grand prizes, donate a little bit to a charity of your choosing that is mental health related, something that deals with mental health. Fill out the Google form, and at the end of the month, we will have our grand prizes given away that way. There is more stuff that's happening during the month, but I kind of wanted to ease into it. This is a lot of information to digest. Potentially not very much. It's because it's no rules, right? Woo! I love no rules because I don't have to enforce anything. I don't have to tell you you're doing something wrong because there's no rules to break. So that's really exciting. And then, of course, the 8 prizes, 4 for each of us, 2, 1 on hers, 1 on mine each week for the weekly prizes, and then the grand prize Google Forms. So without any more chit chat and delay, I am going to go ahead and close out this video. Because would you believe it if I said that A, I'm out of breath. I haven't talked this long in a while because I haven't filmed a video in a while. B, I'm hot and I need to turn my AC on. And C, my in-laws are coming back into town, so I have to clean my whole house. But I also have to start exercising because I now have 8 months to my wedding. So I can actually like exercise rather than just kind of show up. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's it. I will let you go. I don't want to lie to you and say I'm going to go clean my house because I am not going to go clean my house right now. I might see if I have time to take a nap before I go to pick up my child. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I hope that I didn't ramble too long. I hope that you understood what I said. If you have any questions, please reach out. I am available on Instagram and email. Both of those are linked in my description box, and you can find me here on my community board all month long, talking mental health stuff. You know, you never know, there might be some surprises here and there, so make sure that you are subscribed to both Grace and myself. Make sure you have our notifications on so that you will get notified when we update, when we go live, when we post a video, when we just put something on the community wall. You are not going to want to miss what we have going on this month. So make sure that you are subscribed to both myself and Grace. And if there's anything that you missed from this video, that's because this is part 2. So you have to go back to Grace's video and watch Grace's video and then come back to me. I probably should have said that in the beginning, but I should have done a lot of things differently. We're not going to dwell on it. That is it for my notes. Hashtag 2022, hashtag reach out 2022 is officially starting for Grace today, for me tomorrow. Who knows when it starts for you, because I don't know when this video is going to upload, because if you don't know, I don't have Wi-Fi, so it's just so good. Okay, that is going to be it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. please hit subscribe. I would be so happy to have you. And if you're not already subscribed to Grace, go ahead and subscribe to her too. I hope that you are being safe, washing your hands, and taking care of yourselves mentally, physically, emotionally. Like, let's do this thing. Let's have a great February. February is the shortest month of the year. Let's make this one count, y'all. All right. Bye, guys.